Listen up.
It's the number one voice of the tri-state. I'm number one. It's Cooking Up 215. So let the show begin.
Turn me up.
Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth. This is Cooking Up 215, where we get you up close and personal with your favorite artists, entrepreneurs, shakers, and move makers. And today's guest, we have Manny 215, my brother.
Oh man, thanks for being here, man.
I appreciate you coming, man.
Oh,
I
for
appreciate
sure
being your
for sure
first stop on, on your tour
yeah,
right now.
Mandatory.
Yeah, for sure. So let's get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get straight to it.
The big question.
What everybody's talking about.
Yeah, though.
What the fuck is Manny doing on O Block at 2 in the morning?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
It's funny, man. Like, we read in the comments, like, there's a lot of trolling going on. I ain't going, they cooking us for on the internet. Like, me and my homies, we be in a group chat, like, laughing, like, send a joy, y'all seen this joke? Look at what they said, like, but like, that wasn't really our intention. You feel me? Like, we understand a lot of, people go there and they do begin content, but we was out there, on behalf of our client with Black Seed Oil Gummies, at a convention. And the whole story is like, I don't know how it happened, but they took our jackets to their Airbnb. Mind you, we in Chicago, it's cool, it's December, you feel me? So we went to go get our joints. Once we got our jackets from the Airbnb, I forget who looked at us. Somebody looked, they was like, yo, O Block, like 6 minutes from here. So we like, all right, we gonna slide. Like, we over there. So we really just was winging it for like, we went there, seen a Vommer, then we was like, yo, let's go win that joint. Like,
right.
Fetty had the camera and all, so I'm like, all right, look, I'm gonna just talk to people, interview them, and then we just gonna move through like that. And then everything just transpired. We couldn't even,
we seen it firsthand how it went.
For sure that.
Yeah. So somebody searched it up, y'all picking up jackets, like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
So when you went to Chicago initially and you was working on behalf of your client, Black Seed Oil, you didn't have no thoughts or plans of going to O Block initially. It's
funny, like, I was joking about it though, like beforehand, like, you feel me, like, yo, let's go to O Block, we should go to O Block, we should go to O Block. It wasn't like, yo, we should go at 2 in the morning. Yeah. It was just a thought, but mind you, we had the convention not over, we there all day, we working, you feel me? We there all day until like 11, 12 o'clock, you feel me? So going there wasn't really realistic, but it just so happened, like I said, like, we had to go pick our jackets up and somebody was like, yo, this joint around the corner. Right. Why not?
All right. So what's going through your mind as you pulling up the O Block 2 in the morning? Are you thinking like, damn, are we really about to go in here? Is it anything going through your head, like second guessing, like, nah, let's not fuck with it? Where's your head at?
Yo, like, we really wasn't thinking like that, like, let's not do it. Like, for real, I was like really surprised for how it was, cause I'm like, yo, 63rd, right here. I don't really follow the Chicago way. That's why in the joint I was like, I ain't know who Duke was, you feel me? Like, I really don't follow it. And I know people really they can take it back to 2010 on what happened, you feel me? But like, I don't be on that. So I'm like, think 63rd, right here that's close, you feel me? That's what I was thinking, like, going in. Then, me and my homies, we was laughing about it, like, at the once we got the camera back and we on our way back to the city, we like, yo, like, we really just risked our life. Like, we could've, cause in the moment, it just felt regular. Like, we just walking around Philly, it just felt regular.
Yeah, it felt like you just in another project.
And I understood, like, to be fair, like, I don't want to just take it like we was just blind to, what O Block is and what they got going on and all that. But like I said, we only for law for. So it's like, we going into it, I told my youngins, I said, look, I know it's cold out this joint, we gonna move smart. Don't have your hands in your pocket. We from Philly, it's cold, we walking with our hands tucked, you feel me? I said, keep your hands out, you feel me? We ain't gonna get nobody no impression that we
that you might be packing
clutch on them, son. Yeah, you feel me? Like, we just here to, get content, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you were smart enough to make that, to make that call, because I don't think some people would even think about how how it would look. Just walking around with your hands in your pocket, look like you might have something on you. And then if it's a nigga, like he said, not knowing if you the ops or who you might be, he might just figure he don't want to get dropped on, so he gonna drop on you first. So it's definitely smart that you recognize, like, listen, let's not make anything look
I know what it's
aggressive.
like just being in Philly, like being in my hood. You feel me? Like an unfamiliar face walking around and they got their hand. You looking all right. Niggas grabbing they joint. You feel me? So it's like
being cautious.
Yeah, I had to make that call beforehand. Like, look, make sure we. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going like this, but they gonna see that we ain't grabbing nothing. We ain't doing that. You feel me?
We just outside. Some regular civilians,
100%.
walking the streets. So before you ran into Duke, you talked to the security guard.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't recommend it. When he said he don't recommend it, what was you thinking? Was you thinking like, man, fuck that, we in here, or like, was you ready to say, like, all right, let's chill?
It was just like, all right. I was like, I knew where he was coming from. You feel me? Or why he didn't recommend? Cause you got like, how they joint is like, you can't even just drive in that joint. Like you gotta have like a sticker on your car or something, like whatever. You feel me? Like, and then he right there letting people in and out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we again, like I don't follow, cause I don't support or nothing, agree with drill music at all. You feel me? So I don't really, follow the Chicago stuff that's going on. Yeah, I don't follow that, but I understand like we neck and neck with them every year. Like I said in the joint, you feel me? Like I think like Detroit or something like that, they #1 right now or something. But like it's this going on everywhere across in the inner cities of America. So it's like that's the beautiful thing about everything that we got for us. Like, dang, we got a real life experience. So like
firsthand what it's like to go to somebody else's hood.
You know what I'm saying?
And then, and still make a connection and make it out with y'all lives without no real without no real crazy situation going down. So running into Duke, first off, was Duke like the first, male aggressor that y'all ran into? Because y'all talked to the female. So the first dude, regular hood nigga from OCR, from the O block that y'all ran into was Duke. Yeah,
like literally how it goes, like a security guard, the resident that we talked to, the lady, she was like literally, that was right there. We ain't really walked too far. That was just right there. You feel me?
And he.
So when by the time we like, if you watch the joints, literally like in sequential order, like we was walking through, bro was getting B-roll, Udi and Ryan, they started blicking and all that. They was doing the dancing joint. They got their content on that type time.
Yeah, and I seen that video far before I seen this whole thing. I always thought that that's all it was. Like somebody y'all went out there and blicked on O Block and then left. Yeah. And the next thing you know, it's this whole block that dropped in I see. But so Duke, did somebody go get Duke? Did somebody call Duke?
No, so
he so happened to just be walking through.
Bro, I be tripping, bro. Like sometimes I really don't be like, I really don't be caring sometimes. Like so like it was a car, you know what I'm saying? It was a car that was just sitting there. And we been seeing the car had rolled past us. Right. So the whole time we looking for like the basketball court or something like that. You feel me? Like so we couldn't find it. So we got turned around. And then I seen the car again, so I'm like, all right, I'm about to go try to talk to them at the car. You feel me? So Duke he was in that car, but they was like dropping him. He had got out. So when the video, we see him walking down, he walking back to the car. The car was just waiting for him to come back out. Right. And we was right there, like, and I'm trying, like that's what, and I that's when I kind of knew. I was like, oh yeah, we got somebody that's on it, you feel me? Because it was a girl driving, and I'm on the joint like, yo, how you doing? Like, we from Philly, we trying to get content, this, that, and the third, like interview people. She just looking at me like through the joint, like, and I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, I see you looking at me, like, you hear me? And then I turn around, all I hear is Duke in the background, like, yo, don't get no content right here. And we got, you feel me?
And then the video is always, the main part that they glorifying and pushing the most is as he's walking. Yeah. And he, clutching a little bit. Yeah. In that moment, what you thinking?
In my head, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm just like, I'm looking at him. You feel me? I'm just like, I'm trying to see if he got a gun on him, like, for real. You feel me?
Right.
And, you know, so in my head, I'm just like, all right, I'm going to just talk to this nigga, tell him the same thing I'm telling everybody moving through the joint. Yo, we from Philly, we trying to get content. So once I heard he wasn't on it, in my head, subconsciously, I'm getting in defense mode. Like, all right, I'm thinking about every scenario. Like, all right, if he try anything, I'm gonna just try to swing first. You feel me? And we just we ain't going out like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you know, we was able to, you know, articulate all the way through what was going on. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like, you know, no pistols got involved. I know a lot of people, they like, yo, like the camera, like, what happened? Did they? No pistols was involved and nothing like that. You feel me? Like, nobody put hands on nobody. Nobody got violated in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So he's sitting there talking to you, he asking you where you from. You know the one thing, right, we always do this. I think it's a Philly nigga thing, because we know that we built a little different. So motherfuckers ask you where you from, it's like, yeah, I'm from Philly. Like, you know what I mean? When you say it, you know what you really saying. And then he like, what did he say?
He's like, what that mean, man?
What that
I don't
mean?
care
And then
about no
said,
content.
Yeah, he switched it to the content. I thought he was going to say, I don't care about you being from Philly.
Yeah.
Now I know that.
I think that's probably really, bro. I can't speak for him. He had to come, you mean? But I kind of was getting that too. He probably was, you mean, on his end. I don't care where are you from? That don't mean nothing.
But when you hear that, I think that kind of activates a little different. When, like, I know if I'm ever out of town and we move, you know, sometimes you're in the club or something. When niggas say, I don't care where you from, that's
now
we know it's about to go a little different. Like, this ain't about to be a little friendly situation.
Yeah.
But he managed to keep it respectful. He said he don't care about content versus not caring about Philly. Yeah. And it was just like, you kept like kind of explaining to him like what type of time he was on. Yeah. Was it a time where you felt like you was getting frustrated, whereas like it was taking a little bit more out of you to keep it so calm?
No, I really was for real, just like in the moment, like I wasn't thinking that deep into it. I was just like I'm gonna give an example like this. My homie, right? I used to play football receiver, and I remember my man a long time ago. He asked me, he said, "Yo, when the ball in the air, like what you be thinking about? Like what you?" I said, "Bro, I don't even hear nothing. I just be seeing the ball. Like I don't hear nothing." Right. He was like, yo, you know some of the greatest receivers, that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go to the NFL, but that's just speak to poisonous. Like I've been in situations where it's a fire in my crib, everybody panicking. I'm the only one just calm. Yo, all right, y'all go that way, kick the door down, making sure everything's situated, because if everybody panicking, somebody gotta be calm to make sure, you know what I mean? So it's like in that moment, I wasn't thinking that deep. I was just like, all right, I was just being as present as possible. Cause like I said in my head, I'm like, all right, I seen he had the O block chance. So I'm like, all right, I know he on shit for real. So I'm like, all right, let me just be on my P's and Q's now, and you know he flinch at anything, I gotta get there first. You feel me?
Right.
On that type time.
You gotta protect your team.
Yeah, but you know, alhamdulillah, like the cards play how it is. Like, bro, you know, I guess he understood, and I can't speak for him. You feel me? But like, I feel like he understood that we wasn't aggressive. We wasn't on no shit. You know
you could always read the energy and read the vibe to understand if somebody, you know, trying to do something.
No, 100%. And the thing about Duke is like, even after the joint, like, you know, we got the Karen back, stuff like that. Like, we went to the masjid the next day for Jumu'ah. Everybody kept saying the same thing. Like, y'all lucky y'all ran into him, because he really a good nigga at heart. Like, he's really a good person at heart, for real, you feel me? And like, you know, obviously, you know, they in Chicago, you feel me? It's not like Philly. I feel like, you know, Philly like kind of, we talk about the drill rap and all, they imitating what Chicago inherently been, you know, Chief Keef came out 2011, that's 12 years ago. They been on that, you know what I'm saying? This drill rap wave stuff, whether it's here in New York, wherever, is new, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's not the way we was always moving.
100%. So it's like, you know, bro just dealt the cards that he dealt, but you know, we talk, and like every other day now, you feel me? Like he really a good dude for real, you feel me?
Right. And you could definitely tell, like I, checked him out, looked at his page, you could tell he genuine, cool. I think a lot of times most of us are genuine cool. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we all know savages. We all know niggas that probably got some
100%.
bodies and everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of them niggas is cool, genuine
Yeah.
dudes. Like, they probably caring, giving, you know what I mean? It was
100%.
raised by some savages, like niggas that probably say they name and just put fear in other people's heart. But this is I know him as a caring, loving person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we all got that core, but due to the way we raised in our situation, like even the way he came down, it's like, I had to think about it. Like, you kind of always got to be on, you know, defense mode, because you never know who on any type time.
It's a
your
skill.
environment.
It's a very important skill. Like, we talk about empathy and emotional intelligence, like to take yourself outside of your perception, how you see it and see it from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would I have though? What would my approach have been? You know what I'm saying? At 2 a.m, and I'm seeing unfamiliar faces at my car.
With your lady in it.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, I don't want to get brunch. I don't know if it's a lady or not, but I don't want to get into that. No, like, you mean, what
would you do?
So it's like, in that moment, it's like, you know, I was, you know, somebody, you know, and a lot of people just in the comments and stuff like that, like, but it was one in particular that kind of stuck out to me, and at the moment, I ain't really know who it was. I just clicked on their page today, and I seen like, dang, like I had an interaction with bro before, and we had a good, thorough conversation. But you know, his response, like you saying, like the yes sir, yes no sir stuff. I'm like, I ain't say none of that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I told him I respect that. Like I said, like men of honor is men of respect. You feel me? Exactly. So I respected his position. Why am I about to sit here and act like I'm not giving him some type of perception to be on 10?
Right.
That's dumb.
And that's the crazy part. You get a lot of people that want to see the dumb shit.
Yeah.
They don't want it to go down the way it's supposed to go. It's like you said, you had to take it from his side, understand you in his territory, doing some shit that you really ain't had permission to do. You know what I'm saying? And then they always expect niggas to run, oh, you from Philly, you supposed to go down there and be Hulk and Superman.
Like, bro, I'm sure.
I'm out here shooting content.
I'm sure you read some of the comments like I did, whether they on the academics post, my mixtapes, on the under my post on No Gun Zone, on the people, on every one of this is people saying like, yo, like, I would have pulled the joint, and I'm like, yo, like, and I'm really telling them like, yo, that mindset right there is the reason why, you know, people be dying and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna pull a gun out in that situation and do what? Catch a body or get left?
Right. Because
what people don't understand, even everybody that's trying to be tough from Philly, is like, O Block not like Philly projects. O Block long. And it's like a maze on the inside. And we was deep in that joint on the back block. You feel me? And I was talking to my old, they was like, yo, y'all was by the school? We was like, yeah. They was like, yo, y'all crazy. It's bodies on bodies back there. You feel me? It ain't no getting out that joint.
You talking about pull the gun and then gotta run the whole stretch and all that. And then the crazy part, you responsible. At that point, you responsible for everybody that's with you. And that's nothing niggas don't never understand.
No, fact.
You responsible for them other young boys that's with you live.
Yo, and what people don't understand is like, what our cameraman Fetty, he like Fetty like 22, 23. Riley and Udi, they both 18. Like, they really pups for like, I'm, you know, my he's 6'8", it's coming in.
Everybody make sure y'all go wish my man a happy birthday, a happy anniversary.
You know what
I'm saying? He's spending it with cooking up, man. You know.
Mashallah.
And we about to get into this food anyway. Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Then yeah, though, like I'm 26, so it's like I'm the leader in this situation. So it's like I can't let my pride get in the way and jeopardize everybody else, John.
Right.
That ain't smart. It's like, so it's like. That's why I hope people really get from the interaction and just how I carry. It's like, bro, like, you
don't gotta always be on that type
and
time.
And they took the camera. I told Fetty from the real, I said, bro, we don't get this joint back, I'm cash you out as soon as we get to the crib.
Right.
You gonna have a better camera.
That's more important. You know what I mean? Your life is more important than the camera. And that's the shit that people do not be understanding. If a nigga snatch your chain, steal your car, whatever it might be.
You know what it is though? Like, everybody got this false perception of what gangster is. Everybody got this false perception of what a real nigga is.
Right.
Oh, you a crash dummy. Like, you ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, it's the always name, like Jason O. Williamson. He was talking to the young boys, and he was speaking on, like, you know, how we, like, we should respond to disrespect or conflict instead of reacting to it. And I thought that was deep. And he gave an example of, like, when Thanos was coming, Doctor Strange, he sat there and he was like contemplating the best scenario of how to handle this incoming threat. You feel me? And the choice that he made him seem weak, made him seem like a nut to everybody, but he had to take the most secure route for the bigger picture. You feel me? So, you know, a lot of people, that's why I said, like, man, I really want to do these interviews, like I said on the post, like, we're going to draw the line in the sand. You know what I'm saying? Of like, what it is and what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't scared enough. We, like I said, we just looking at, like, we walking in Philly, but, like, people got to understand, like, how you move. Everything you don't got to resort to violence for everything. You know what I'm saying? I had to take accountability and say that we is out of power. We is in this joint.
Right, you already, you know, you down there. It's 2 in the morning, you in the wrong space, the wrong place, the wrong time, walking up on cars.
I respect that people just would be like, I wouldn't have did it. I probably would have been scared. Don't try to act like you tough, like you tough bull on the through the internet. You feel me? Because you seeing, and I say you seeing me get pressed. I got pressed on the situation. He pressed me, but don't try to, because you seeing that, I would have.
But we gotta also change that too. I mean, I want to get into this food, but this is the last thing I'm gonna say. But we gotta change that thing of he pressed you. It's not that he even pressed you. He protected his block. He protected where he live at. This home. He protected home. You gotta respect another man protecting home, because if another nigga step up in my crib, I'm gonna be on the same type time until I realize what type of time you on. You know what I'm saying? So I can respect the way he approached, because it's already crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is a level 10 environment. This shit is, level, you know what I mean?
Level like, 94.
We gotta make sure there's no threat. And if it is a threat, we gotta eliminate it.
1000%.
So you gotta respect that. And then on your end, you know where you at. You know this is a level 10. You know what I'm saying? He already in his jacket, whether he really had it or he didn't. You're not willing to bet your life to figure it out.
Ain't no point.
And then to say like, bro, I didn't see no weakness in that.
No.
I think it take a stronger man to stand there and communicate the way you did, and not feel like you gotta pretend to be this super gangster because the camera rolling. Like, no, bro, keep the camera rolling. You know what I'm saying? I'm a be a human being right now. I'm gonna talk to this man like another human being, and hopefully he showed me the same respect, which he did.
That's what happened. It was crazy, and I was having that conversation with my youngins, like when we got the camera back and we had the reality, like, yo, we looking at, like, yo, we got some.
Well, matter of fact, because I want to, you know, because that part was off the camera, so I want to get the whole behind the scenes of how that went down, because we didn't get to see that. You know, for right now, it's your Annie. We're going to get into this food.
We got to get to that food.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
this
definitely,
Smooth. Manny 215. It's cooking up 215. We be right.
Only right.
Let's go.
It's our favorite part of the show.
That's your favorite?
Yes, sir. Ah, chef, what you got cooking?
You already know.
What up, y'all? It's your boy, Chef Easy, that dude with the food. Back again at Cooking Up 215. And tonight I got something real special. I got my one and only brown sugar barbecue salmon sitting over a bit of pineapple fried rice. Got the fresh broccoli, accented with the dragon fruit. Holla at me at _Taste of Glory.
Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth. It's Cooking Up 215. Let's get back to the show. We still sitting here with my man Manny 215. Shout out Chef Easy.
We gotta get to this food.
Yeah. Shout out Chef Easy.
Yeah.
This food looking like everything. This gotta be a great way to bring in your Annie.
Good job, man.
Good job,
man.
One of the best Annies. Yeah.
That's
how you do it.
Definitely got something for y'all too, though. You know what I'm saying? You know the birds play their day.
Listen.
The chip.
And this the vintage color. You gonna make me go cop a A jersey.
I mean, that's that Kelly Green. They don't know about it. That's Randall right there.
Yeah, like this is June. Like I might do get a little Ricky Waters joint or something.
Man,
Like
that's for you, man. Go get the Wilbur Montgomery joint.
yeah, no, this joint look clean. And it's I'm talking about some A1 material
Yeah.
too. My
And
hand a little big, so this joint put a little stretch in it. But that shit feel
Yeah,
good.
we had to keep it Scully like. Shout out to me and Cooper and them, like a lot of people on the beanie wave, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, we gonna keep it true to Philly, like, you know, we really Scully's for a corner
Right,
store.
this ain't that loosey goosey type vibe. Either, like, that's a sturdy joint.
Yeah, you know, I keep it on me.
Sturdy joint. Yeah. And let's see what this food here for.
Sure,
I mean,
Bismillah.
Chef Easy, that boy do his thing. That rice hitting.
I ain't even peeped the pineapples in it.
Yeah.
Joint crazy.
I'm not even normally like a sweet dude with my food, like pineapples and all that shit.
It give it the right joint though.
But it do.
Yeah.
It accent everything so perfectly.
I gotta get in there. This
See, I didn't even hit the salmon yet.
gotta get in there, the sauce.
Dip it in the sauce a little bit.
That's it. That's it right there.
That thing hitting. That's everything. The day is perfect now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Real shit.
good conversation, good eats. You know what I'm saying?
Can't beat it.
The birds play later.
Can't wait to see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Same friend, right?
This the one right here. They saying the birds in two.
I can't wait. Check them out. Think we gonna do it again?
So they need to. So I can just go down there and cook them with the hats.
Right.
At the parade. The first parade, I wasn't around with the brand like that.
With the fresh broccoli, man. Make sure y'all follow my man.
No,
Chef
I ain't gonna hold them.
_ Taste of Glory.
For sure
He
that
does his thing.
this is some fresh broccoli. And it's cooked like some people they over
cook
or
broccoli.
underdo it.
Yeah.
But this joint like you taste that joint. The stem not too hard or too loose.
Yeah.
You still taste like the richness within, like the Brussels and all that.
It's fresh. That's some fresh broccoli. You can still get some nutrients out there.
Yeah.
Joint. I mean, even laced it with the dragon fruit. Like, you know what I mean?
People don't know about the dragon fruit.
Cooking up 215, man. Where else can you get shit like this? Nope. You know what I mean? Let me hit the dragon fruit. That's hitting. I'm a fruit boy, too.
Yeah. I like to start the morning off like that.
Yeah. All right. So let's get back into the story. It's part of the story that none of us got to see. Is when the camera was taken.
Yeah.
Explain to us what happened. So I heard him. Yo, stop taping too.
Yeah.
So y'all stopped taping.
So I just had like 60 seconds later that joint spent on us. And I ain't
The
gonna
car
hold
that
you.
was sitting there.
Yeah, right there. That was at that point. That was when a little bit I was like, all right,
This shit
some
might
shit about to
be
go
on.
down. Yeah, I'm like, but he just hopped out. He was like, what did he say? He was like, man, give me the camera, man. Fetty was like, come on, fool. But he just extended his hand, kept it out. Bro just gave it to him. Said ain't no point to go back and forth at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and then it's like I said, like to like the mindset of people. It's like you really gotta understand like what's going on. Like people telling me like you gotta understand. I gotta understand my environment going there at 2 a.m. But ain't nobody saying nothing to the people saying that they would have been on 10 and all. You gotta understand your environment. I tell you, like at that hip, I said, and I was telling, we was walking. Lawyer, I said, yo, he probably already put calls in. Next thing we walking, people coming outside. I ran to another old block member, Lotto. He like, we walked past, he like, yo, what y'all was recording? Mind you, this happened all the way on the other end of the projects.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know calls probably was made. It's like you not getting out that joint. You feel me?
You in a losing situation from the rip.
In a lose situation.
Yeah. Ain't no coming out of that victorious unless it's like invading another country
Yeah.
with 4 soldiers.
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like we came out victorious, alhamdulillah. Man, alright. It's like we couldn't make that up.
Yeah.
Another thing people were saying, it was like, is it a skit? This a skit. This a skit. Alright. You feel me?
That shit ain't no skit. This ain't no acting.
Yeah, you know,
It's
trying
just
real life. Real life.
So after they took the camera, what was your next step? Like, how did you end up with the other Muslim brothers and all that type of stuff? What happened after that?
Yeah, so I had to put the big bro call in. Like I said in the video, like we was already like tapped in for like I just forgot to put the call in like when we got down there because we drove from Philly and it was a storm, so that we took like 15 hours to get there.
Right.
Then we had to check in. Then we had to get up in the morning. Right after we pray Fajr, we gotta go right to the convention. My head I wasn't thinking about calling people, telling them.
You moving.
Yeah. So no, I just made the call that was been supposed to been put in for.
Okay.
And alhamdulillah, they facilitated the rest. Like part of the young Islamic Muslim men's movement. You feel me?
Okay.
And so like I'm a representative for them.
You said you part of the movement.
Yeah.
And it's like a bureau in Chicago, pretty much.
No, it's like really like Muslims all over for
Okay.
you feel me? Like a lot of like the Islamic elders for you feel
Right.
me? A lot of work that we do back in the city with the What I Was Shanu Foundation. This year, shout out to No Gun Zone. He gave us the platform for a lot of people to see what we doing, and we do a lot of good work, alhamdulillah, and they embrace me, you feel me? Like ain't nobody really 25 and under that they see is making an impact in the community like the way we are with what we doing. So that's how our relationship started, and they came through for the
Was
come
that the
through.
brother that was on the camera, the one that was holding the phone?
No, he from Chicago. That was our first time, like me and him also. You feel
Okay.
me? Yeah, that was our first time meeting him.
So you made the calls to the people you were supposed to originally put the call in with, and then they put you with the people that'll help you get in contact with folks.
I tell you, like literally, the next day, put a call in. You wake up, pray, get a call. Y'all gonna meet 3 guys at the convention center. They gonna be there around like 12. Next thing I know, I meet these brothers. Lambs, we talking. They asked me, what happened? I'm telling like, man, we were just out there getting content 2 in the morning. Oh, next thing I know, I'm on like 3 different phone calls like with people, like, and it's crazy, like, alhamdulillah, like, it's beautiful because like, and it speaks to like, the unity, you feel me, that Islam brings, and also how they carrying in Chicago. Like you say, he's like, man, we're to Chicago down about some Muslims, you feel me?
Right.
When I tell you, like, it was a sister, I don't know who she is, may Lord reward her. I don't know who she is, but she looked like she was sound like she was on the phone about to cry for us to get the camera back. Like she was like really pleading on our behalf. I don't know where she walking here right now. I won't know it's her. You feel me?
Right.
But it's like, as Muslims, like the property and the blood of a Muslim is unlawful. You feel me? So, alhamdulillah, everybody came around that joint and was able to assist. There was a lot of moving parts and hands in that joint. Yeah.
So it wasn't as simple as just one phone call.
It wasn't that simple. I made a phone call, that phone call made a phone call, and that phone call made a phone call. Next thing I know, I was on 3 phone calls. That's how that joint went down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because on the video, make it seem like, you called your folks and your folks just called them. So it really was, it took the community, Islamic community came together.
Brother Sadiq, like that was our first time meeting him, man. So it was, man.
Yeah, that's
we
crazy.
couldn't, like I said, a lot of people saying it was a skit, man. I be laughing. I was like, why, how y'all think we faked this, joint?
Yeah, no,
like,
you can tell that shit was real life. You know what I mean? You can always watch a skit and tell when somebody put some shit together and when some shit is really, winged. So, in retrospect, would you have, thinking back, would you have done that? Would you have went to O Block at 2 a.m. for some content?
I probably would again. like no, like you know, like it happened already. You feel me? Like and you know that's what we mean by like you know the phrase that you know we fear Allah, we only fear Allah. You feel me? Like what that means in a nutshell is that like, all right, not just not fearing the creation, but in fearing Allah. Like Allah got 99 names. You feel me? Of course, He's Ar-Rahman and Rahim, the most gracious, the most merciful, but He's also the most severe in punishment. So you know, understanding that the Quran was sent down as a criterion, as a guideline for our life, for right from wrong to do. So it's like, in fearing the law, is like, all right, I'm striving to do the best I can to stay within these bounds.
Right.
So I'm on the right side of it because I'm fearing His punishment.
Right.
You feel me? So, you know, I believe for as long as we offering our salat, all 5, like, it's 2 a.m. We offered all 5.
Right.
You know, I believe is once we die, the first thing we gonna get asked by Allah is our salat in order. So our salat was in order. Like, it's like, how could we really lose in that situation, even with the perceived notion of our life being taken? Our belief is we believe strongly we gonna go to Jannah after that. So, and that's better than anything of this earth that we can even imagine.
So
you
it's
feel
nothing
me?
to fear.
It's nothing to fear. It's just,
I got you.
I mean, it is what it is. That's what, you know, Allah willed for it to be. He broke that out for it to go that way. You know what I'm saying?
To be, it would be.
And that's what I don't be getting about people saying you put I tell people, like, I don't care how big your gun is, how many you got. When it's time for you to go, you can't duck death.
You can't do nothing. Yeah.
Everybody, mine's, yours, everybody watching this. You feel me? When it's your time, you can't duck it. It is what it is.
Right. You can protect yourself as much as you want.
Yeah.
When it's your time,
you just gotta make sure, you mean, whatever your belief system is, you right with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what matter.
And that's the type time, you know, I always live on. Like, you know, do right by those that do right by you. Not out here taking nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You go just being a genuinely good dude. Protect yours and that's it. That's all. I'm play about me, you know, my family.
100%.
And that's all. Like, and I definitely like having these type of conversations because I feel like, man, Philly, young boys, period. You know what I'm saying? You still young. You know what I mean? You just gained a year. And, you know, lucky to see that. It's like,
for sure.
I'm blessed to see that.
Yeah.
But they always assume being young, black, and from Philly, you know, that we don't have these mindsets, that we don't understand a lot. And I just love to hear you talk like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
I appreciate that.
You know, you walk in your religion and you trust in your God and you really understand what you're doing.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? As much as people would think like, oh, you was trolling out there at 2 a.m, but you truly did it the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to say like anybody should just go
to
any project at 2 a.m. There's really no real right way to do it, but
I don't recommend y'all to do it, you know what I'm saying? I don't recommend y'all to do it.
To know to not put your hands in your pocket, to chill, and to understand how to have a conversation.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Not because, like, people think that you always got to respond to aggression with aggression. Like dude said, like, you know, listen to respond and not react. Don't get emotionally hijacked. Just because he hyped, man, you gotta get hyped. It's where that shit gonna
polarity.
go.
Like polarity, you know, for people that don't know what it is like when opposites attract. You know what I'm saying?
Positive.
So it's like at the end of the day, if someone is being aggressive with you and you respond to that with aggression, where's the diffusion coming in at?
Right.
Someone has to be at a calm in that moment, whereas, all right, now it's still up to that person if they want to come down to that level. You feel me? And that's why, you know, shout out the Duke. Like, he was able to, all right, in that moment, I say like, all right, dang, I ain't gonna overdo it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like,
cause it take a lot to overdo it.
Yeah.
If somebody over there they talking to you calmly, so if you start doing the most, it's really you really on turkey at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like you really doing the most now, and it is not even respectable at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
for sure.
The young boy said he was chilling, and you gonna violating. It's nut shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm glad he was moving with respect and honor as well.
for sure that.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you made it out of that situation. You know, showing the youngins that you could be from any hood and we all the same.
No, for sure that.
We all go do the same shit. I definitely would love it. The crazy part is it normally is like that, where I could go to Miami hoods, you know what I'm saying, Opalaka, and hang in they strip clubs and be cool with, you know, the hood niggas and shit like that. Hood to hood always get along, but for some reason when you in your own hood is where you got the most beef at. That shit is beyond me. You know what I mean? The way you could go to Chicago and smash some shit and not get in nothing, but they beefing with niggas from around the corner that can't step foot on those grounds.
Yeah.
And they not even trying to squat. That's crazy.
You want to know what's crazy? Nipsey Hussle, he spoke on this like in an interview, right? He spoke on like the mentality. He said like when I'm going on the other side of town looking for, you know, the opposition, I'm really looking for somebody. He said I'm gonna look past the old lady, I'm gonna look past the dude that's dressed like a square. You feel me? I'm looking for somebody that's dressed and look just like me. That's deep.
That's crazy.
That's deep. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you look at it now, it's like, you know, they joint was colors. You feel me? Blood, Crip and all that. But it's so even deeper here because everybody literally look the same. Everybody wearing all black with skeezies. Everybody wearing all black athletic gear with skeezies. So you really looking for somebody that look just like you.
Just like you.
It's deep. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if we really could just understand that, like, you know, like how much power we got and just like, you know, coming together, being allies with one another. You feel me? Not even just like, you know, on a street level. You know what I'm saying? Business. You know what I'm saying? Understand that everything ain't about $1. Like we ain't no money involved with this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I told you before this joint. You feel me? Even I made the video, I was already tapped in. Like I love the whole brand and everything that y'all got going on here. You feel me? So it ain't like we understand that the collaboration is currency. Feel me? Collaboration is progression. Collaboration is how, you know, we come together and we can stand on our own too. And then we not saying, oh, they need to come help our neighborhood. No, we doing it. We standing 10 toes on it. You know
but
it
take us to come together to make that happen.
1,000%.
Well, off the O-Block situation, let's get into Manny 215.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know you creator, owner of 215 Apparel.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody and their mom had to see that. Like
had
real
to.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no way in the world
that was
you
intentional
never
too.
seen that logo with those t-shirts and the hats. Like me sitting here thinking about it, I'm like, I've been you know, affiliated with this situation. I've been knew what it was. Yeah, that's crazy.
And it was intentional because like branding, right? And people they hit me, and this quick tip, any entrepreneurs or anything, right? You feel me? I'm gonna give y'all the game away for free. I usually charge for this. But you know, like people they hit me all the time, like, yo, you should switch your logo up. You should, you know. I'm like, no, why would I do that when Nike give us the same check?
Every time.
Polo give us the same man on a horse. So when we understand branding is like repetition. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times people seen, you know what I'm saying? Without even probably even knowing that they seen it. You could see like half the logo and still understand what it is because you done seen it so many times. So it's like when we talk about really building a brand, like something that's bigger than ourselves, it's like we gotta be consistent with that joint. You feel me? We gotta be consistent. And yeah, you know, switch it up in its different ways. We got graphic t-shirts. We got another variation of the 215. I crossword puzzle joint. Y'all can 215apparel.com and see that. But you know, that's our main joint that we pushing. We ain't really going to get away from that at all.
Right, that's always going to be the thing.
Yeah.
Got you. So beyond 215, and you started that about 2016.
Yeah. This is my first like legal business, like from like, you know, leaving the streets alone. Like, like I did a little bit of time. I didn't do too much time, but you know, the time that I spent in jail was significant. You feel me? Like
I say the same thing. I tell people no matter if you did, because me myself, I only did a couple months as well, but it's enough. Any time away from the ones you love is enough.
And it was deep for me because at the whole experience, you feel me? My son's mom, she was 6.5 months pregnant. I'm looking at 11.5 to 23 out the county, and I got a detainer because I'm on a run in Philly, so I can't.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't got no bell to post. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You can't go in and come out. Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit the rumble to join in jail, and then Lord knows how long that's gonna take. I ain't missing I don't know my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. You're not gonna do the same with yours.
I ain't missing none of that. No, I'm gonna take this. Oh, I gotta do that. Good time. Don't go to the hole and I can come on. All right, say that. Put my feet up. You know what I'm saying? And then I had the time like to really sit there and think about all the stuff that I was doing that I thought made sense that really didn't make sense. You feel me? Like, and that's the birth of the community organization. What I wish I knew. You feel me? I was still, and I went home and I thought about all this stuff. Thing I wish I knew. I probably would. All right, let me get back in that realm, because now, like, you'd have asked me at 20, my young boys age that was out there, you'd have asked me what I was doing at their age, my answer would have been, I'm selling drugs to invest into my music career to make it out the hood. When you think about the truth of that statement, right, it's very counterintuitive, because you have to be in the hood to sell the product. So how are you really going to make it out? How is that really your way out when you gotta be
dug into it?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, like, 215 Pearl, I'm the lot that joint helped save my life amongst other things, because it opened up a door for me. Like, I just love to rush to fast money. Right. I mean, I'm out at the Eagles game, Penn's Land. I like talking to people, running money up. You feel me? It's the same thing with the street. So it's like, it helped me like substitute, what I knew, what I already knew how to do from the streets, and just now is way more bigger opportunities. Like Gotti said it the best. He said, stay street or go corporate. Those really the choices. Yeah, that's a real. Yeah. And then the money, the checks when you go corporate, way bigger. Like Gotti said, I used to think 100 bricks was ill. So I seen Michael Rubin put 100 mil into a crib. But 100 bricks is like probably the equivalent of, let's say, 300,000.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? Depending on whatever number you getting it at.
Right.
To 100 mil just going into your residence.
Yeah, just to put in your house.
Perspective, you feel me? So it's like, this 215 like helped save my life, for I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I don't think people understand that either when you think about it. Like you said, that love of fast money. Like, and we are, at this point, it's literally like part of growing up. Everybody dabbles in it, see how the hand is or not. But it's really, you do fall in love with getting that money right in your hand. You ain't had to go to work for it.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
It. And you got this nice little bankroll, but there's so many ways you can make it. Like
so
you
many
said,
different
if you go
ways.
hit the stadium, that money the same.
It's the same.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same.
Without the risk. Without worrying about if somebody gonna, kick your door in or some shit like that. And with that shit, you got two ops. You got the cops, and you got niggas that's watching you make money. You got a lot of shit to worry about. So it's just always better to just leave that shit alone and find a legit hustle, because that money feel the same in your hand. If you like hustling, I'm a hustler at heart. This is what I do. I love seeing shit go from 0 to 100 to build something from nothing.
That's the beauty of it.
And watch that shit become fruitful.
Yeah.
You do that, you can do with anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love the fact that you did that, and then due to your time, you started What I Wish I Knew.
Yeah.
And that's a community organization.
Yeah,
I know y'all had like fundraisers, book bag giveaways.
Yeah, so like we got, like, for the past 3 years, we do a combination of events. So the first one we ever did, like, which launched it, was like, it's called Power Community. So it's a ceasefire day, back to school job concert and cookout that I do every year in my hood. You feel me?
Right.
We bouncy houses for the kids. We wrap the schoolyard with vendors and stuff like that. We had panels out there. People be getting on-site credit consultation. Dang. We had conversations and to bring some of the community leaders out to have conversation about the violence.
Right.
Has some of the the women panel. They talk about like trauma, how that correlates with violence and stuff like that. Get a perspective. Give a platform to like young artists and stuff like that. Like, and that grew from the first year we had 262 people come out, and then this year we partnered with Top Dog Law and No Gun Zone, and we had a real big, like, between the marketing from No Gun Zone and the Top Dog coming in and helping in on a financial tip. Like, we gave out 350, 400 book bags in an hour. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it went from that to us doing we took a class inside Building 21 where we had a real roster class on intro to entrepreneurship, the life skills, and then that turned into we did like a Friendsgiving, but we rebranded it to like a New Year's Eve kickback just to give, like, you know, kids somewhere safe to go during the you know, that time and stuff like that. And then we do a high school tour where we go school to school for 2 months and we talk to the students about, like, basically, like, the facts of the matter is that, like, look, for the past 13 years of your life, once you graduate high school, 8 hours of your day has been chosen for you. So what's going to separate you from being average and doing something with your life is figuring out how can you be productive with these now new 8 hours. Whether you go to college, you start a business, you learn a trade, whatever, you gotta substitute it with something. So that's the work that we do. And you know, alhamdulillah, like I said, people receive as well. They receive as well.
Yeah, I think that's super dope, bro.
Yeah.
Because even when you said that y'all do on-site credit consultations, that shit sounds so dope. Because there's a lot of people.
Shout out to my homie Dare CEO. You feel me?
Oh, my man Dare.
Yeah.
Dare was up here.
Yeah,
that's crazy. We got the same name and shit. But yeah, that's wild because, man, you'd be surprised how many people you can hit up and say, like, yo, what's your credit score?
Yeah.
They don't know. They gonna tell you they don't know. Do you got a credit card? They don't got none of that.
None of that.
So it's like, man, you put so much, you know, power back in a person's hand when they could start to control these things, you know what I'm saying? And understand the magic they can do with it.
And even on a deeper level, like, you know, like, our theory of change with what I wish I knew is that, like, the gun violence is crazy, but we don't go into schools and tell the kids to put the guns down. We don't, because we understand that they really going through it, and them having that gun may be the difference between them living
life and death.
You know what I'm saying? But what we do focus in on, because we understand that, like, the commonality that we all have is we all come from some form of poverty. You feel me? My poverty may look different from yours, but we can relate. You know what I'm saying? And I know for myself, once I start, you know, making my couple of $1,000s in the street, I started to feel a little bit different. Like, life got a little bit, you know what I mean? Because they only tell us that, you feel me? If you can't entertain in music or a sport, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. So we showing them, like, look, that stuff y'all doing on TikTok, creating content, you know, businesses need that. They will cash y'all out a couple thousand a month just to make the content for their pages. Oh yeah, you got a bunch of followers on like we be messing with you know, like Too Rare, Bro, Young and Raw and all them. Like, I be trying, like, subliminally tell them, like, yo, like, y'all in a real good situation. Like, you gotta understand, like, yo, y'all
got a lot of leverage.
Y'all got a lot of leverage that, you know, y'all can monetize that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people need that. People making buying decisions based off what they see on their phone. You know what I'm saying? And y'all reaching a lot of people. And that's for any young person that y'all gotta understand y'all worth now is different. It's real different out this joint. Like, we can really take control of our wealth.
Right.
At scale.
At scale. I be trying to tell my kids, like, man, I'm like, y'all on that social media, you got something great in your hand. Yeah, like, you could be setting yourself up for the rest of your life right now. You know what I'm saying? Young boy Kabi, he lit off of just TikTok. I'm like, yo, put your business plan together, start working on that joint. Even just start building just to build. And that's the part that we be like playing with what I wish I knew, like really giving them that game, because a lot of them, they don't know what a business plan is. They don't know what a pitch deck is. They don't understand, like, they can't, I ain't gonna say they can't, but, you know, they not experiencing
articulating themselves in a business setting and negotiating and deals. It's adults that need help with that. You feel me?
Real rap.
So, you know, like, you know, that's what we be on right now. Like, with what I wish I knew, like we fundraising like 200,000. Like, cause over the last 3 years, all the work that we did, we probably realistically got it done with like $5,000 for in 3 years. That's nothing. When we talk about doing a 2-month high school tour, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I need to be able to pay my team, need to be able to stop exhausting my relationships on favors, and, you know, respect people, their business. Like, yo, you feel me? So, like, you know, anybody that's tapped in and want to support what we got going on, there's going to be a link on my page in the bio on What I Wish I Knew Foundation. We got the website, What I Wish I Knew foundation.com. And it's gonna be on my bio, Manny 215. I GoFundMe link. Y'all can tap in with that, John. Cause we really putting the work in. You feel me? We not just like, you know, trying to appeal to the kids, but, you know, meeting them where they at and then bringing them up where they need to be. Because our whole joint is like, in order to get a stampede turned around, you gotta start from the front. So, you know, the older generations, they owe the younger generation some sort of game because they bored into the reality that we made based off the choices that we made before they was even here. You feel me? So it's like, you know, each man feed a man, get a game to the babies. That's what we really trying to do at scale. Not trying to do, but, you know, alhamdulillah, doing it at scale. You know what I'm saying?
So definitely, man, make sure y'all support. You know what I'm saying? We out here buying all this shit that don't help nobody. You know what I'm saying? Do something that's going to help build the future. I tell everybody, man, starting the kids. As we see right now, as we're going through this drill fucking pandemic at this point. You know what I mean? Real. Shit, a pandemic, bro. Like, I was talking to my kids and they was just talking about how, like, I don't think people, as much as people say it's the music, right? It's so deeper. It is the music, but you got to understand, it ain't just like they killing just because. It literally is the cool thing. I showed my son a vid, and it's like the look of having on all black with your ladder out. That shit is cool to them. They really like, it appeals to them. Even some of the females, they like these niggas.
You gotta look at it like this. So that makes
them keep doing it.
You gotta look at it like this. I'm a young boy. I got holes in my sneakers. I want to make it. You know what I'm saying? The only people that, like, life is learned behavior. The only people that I see with jewelry, with cars, women, they rappers. So what they rapping about? All right, that's what I need to do. Well, Lloyd, I literally heard a young boy say out his mouth, like, we asked him, like, yo, like, why you rap? Like, why that's the lyrics in your drum? He like, that's what I got rap about to get on. But they don't even dig. All right, you rapping about that now, right? Every picture after ops, you like this. You throwing shots at the ops. Somebody really died now. And they know that you from over there with them. Now you win it. Yeah. Just off the perception. And that's how deep it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, because it's the cool thing, so they don't even really understand. You know what I'm saying? Like what they getting themselves into. They
don't recognize what they doing. Yeah.
And it's not really their fault. Again, you know, you got people that's in position. I mean,
that's why
let's talk about academics. You feel me? Because he made a whole living off of Chicago and doing that, like, and then
pushing those beefs out there.
And I had a problem with the joint. Like, all right, you gonna post this one clip of the joint, but you ain't even tag us. You feel me? Like, we really, we need this attention because we really doing work in the community. Like, we combating the narrative that you pushing. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't tag us. And I know where he got because that video, if you peep, it got my @name under it. You feel me? My mixtapes, they DM me and they hit me. They was like, yo, can we post your video if we tag you and all that? I had to make them a new drum because the clip that people was going around, it was just they was like downloaded it from YouTube or whatever. Right. So I had to make them a whole new one. The one he made had only got sent to my mixtape. Then granted, they probably sent it to him, whatever, and that's a good drum, but they tagged me. Why you ain't follow suit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Why,
and then,
why not help
and
me?
then you
Give me
see
that little
everything
bit.
in the comments. People, my city, they support me. They came through strong. Like, no, tag him. You feel me? No guns on the joint. Tag Manny 215 immediately. You know what I'm saying? And I'm under the joint like, yo, like good look for the tag, but you ain't almost get smoked. I mean, good look for sharing our joint, but tag me. Like, you ain't almost get smoked for this content.
Right.
Like, come on,
Whole
bro.
life on the line to make change.
It don't cost nothing to do a thorough act like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you mean everybody,
Man,
like
I
I
be
said, we drawing the
confused.
line in the sand. With this interview,
Right.
we drawing the line in the sand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that should be behind me. And especially there, it's like it's social media, bro. And you putting up their content, tag them. You know what I mean? Because you getting paid off the views.
you know what I'm saying?
You getting the check off the shit, so you might as well show some love to who shit you using. But beyond me, I don't know, where people heads be
The
at.
academics, you got to holler at me. We see each other, we got, we're all right.
Rap with me. But yeah, man, that's vicious, man. I'm loving what you're doing. I'm glad you out here really trying to make a change.
I appreciate it, man.
And you not, you ain't do this for the clout. You ain't
No,
know who
not
you was
at all.
gonna run into. You know what I'm saying? That just so happened to play out that way. It was written. So
No, fact.
I'm glad you played it the way you played it.
Well, right, because rather that situation happen or not, let's say we ain't running nobody. And we just had the contact with the security guard and the resident.
Right.
That still was getting posted either way.
Right.
So, you can't even spin it like, oh, y'all fanned out. How we fanned out and we ain't even know who
he
Duke
was. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How we clout chasing when, like, what? Come
I
on.
think people just always got something to say.
Always got something to say, you know what I'm saying?
I had to say that to somebody else. They said they didn't want to do music or something because everybody gonna hate on them.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, that's your reason. You might as well quit now because
Yeah.
motherfuckers gonna always hate
gonna
on
do
you,
it.
especially if you good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, that shit comes with it.
I had a conversation with Wallow before, right? Wallow joined us. Your head is your marketing team. But he broke it down. He broke it down to me. He was like, yo, it's so easy to get on in Philly. He said, you know why? Because Philly is a copycat city. He said, when I was laying on the ground, and you probably remember it, like people that see Wallow in the city, I remember when Wallow first came home.
Yeah,
and like
I remember the
he
first
had the
video.
towel on his head, he was in his grandmom's joint, and I followed him because he made a post talking about explaining what a real nigga is and what it ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he had a video that was going around, he was laying on the ground with ketchup on his head, like saying, don't wait till it's too late.
Yeah.
He was the babe, said, I was the bed, everybody was laughing then. Everybody was laughing then, but now,
Look at me.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like your haters gonna do that, man. They gonna do it. Shout out to Fetty Vic. Hey Fetty, come here, bro. We gotta hop in the joint, you know what I'm saying? Fetty just hopping. See, my man, he just came from a booking and all
How
that.
you doing, bro? How you doing? Come on this side
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
because then you might be able to.
Yeah.
The big drum might catch you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see y'all getting good on this and all that.
Yeah. we kind of
That's for you.
devoured
You
this
can bust
joint
it down.
too, man.
Nah, I respect it though.
Yeah.
Man, it got like
Kind of devoured this
like a
joint.
real, hey, listen, looking real squeaky over this morning.
But yeah, though, man.
Listen, man, you got a bright future. You a
Alhamdulillah,
bright
man.
brother, man. You a
Oh.
bright young brother. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad we got to sit and talk.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
I'm
I can't wait
glad
to see what you do.
we got some of this food, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out my guy, Chef Easy. He
I ain't
blessed
gonna
us
hold you.
every
I low
time.
key was on the gram. I'm like, oh, that's how they hit. Yeah, I gotta get on it. I gotta hit a plate. Like,
Yeah.
the interview cool, but yeah, I see what the food talking about. Yeah.
Right, yeah. I hope we carry.
Oh no, y'all carry for
We
sure.
carry big time.
Only and for the record, y'all can't see the plate, or they can see it on this joint.
Yeah.
It's the only food on there because we having good conversation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And I'm talking about-
Y'all can see the fingers. I was
Getting
still
in there.
getting dirty in that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, and the plate was busky.
Yeah,
Every
no,
time
for sure
Easy feeds you like
Yeah,
a
he
king.
fill you up because we
Yeah.
ain't had the law assignment. We had the,
That shit was a
you
slab.
know what I'm saying?
King sound.
Yeah,
king
that
joint,
joint was a
man.
slab assignment on that thing, but man, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I mean?
for sure.
Keep
that
up with the good work, bro. Don't let
No.
none of these haters get you out shit. You know what I mean?
can't, man.
They gonna do that. They ain't got shit else to do. That's what I learned. Haters ain't got shit else to do. But hate.
No, bro, right.
You know what I mean?
Yo, I was on the phone with Duke earlier and we was laughing about it. I'm like, yo, it's crazy like how many trolls under all the videos, you know, they coming on my page, spilling over to my page. They under the YouTube joint. I said, I can't imagine y'all joint every time y'all go live and y'all post.
Haters.
That joint crazy.
Nothing else better than that.
Yeah, that's what they live for, man. Like, who I'm gonna hate on today?
They be having no motion in real life, so they gotta go to the run to the Instagram.
And that's what I tell them, man. I'm like,
No,
man, they ain't got shit going on.
Yeah.
If they don't want nobody else that had nothing going on, they gonna hate on everything.
They be wishing they was in the position.
Exactly. That's what I tell them. That's why they doing that, bro. They mad. They gotta look like the cool guy. So since you looking cool, what else they gonna do but downplay you? To hope that they get a couple laughs. You doing that for some laughs? Ain't no money in that shit.
Ain't no money in that at all.
Ain't no money in that hating shit.
They was trying to get their little viral buzz off of the joint.
Exactly.
Say some hate, you know?
That's all they want. They doing it for 2-3 laughs, a couple likes.
A lot of the times on the social media, they purposely do the trolling just so they can get their little buzz because they know people going to like and check the comments.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Go to the page. All that.
They purposely troll.
That's
so they
that's their whole thing. You want to be a big troll. But that don't build no brand. It don't help you make no money. To me, I always say, motherfuckers ask me like, do I watch this or watch that? If it don't make me no money, I don't really put too much energy into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we out here trying to feed kids and shit like
for
that.
sure that.
Trying to make it out these trenches.
For sure that.
Fuck we look like
I feel like social media put like, it just put a magnifying glass on the reality of the world, like different people, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like people with this mindset, you always had people with that mindset. Now it's just so in your face with it because we can see it. I could see what somebody in Alaska said under Lord Dirk post. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, you could just see all the hate. Yeah, but that shit don't do nothing but motivate me, man.
No, for sure that.
Forward.
For sure that.
And to be honest, I'm not.
And like I was saying,
a lot of hate.
and I was saying earlier, like before we had went into the drum, that was one of the first things we said once we got the camera back, and it dawned on us like, yo, we really got a viral piece of content. Like
you knew that this shit about to go crazy.
Yo,
I ain't gonna hold you. What happened was, the first initially when we got the camera back and we found out that we had that, I was still recording.
Yeah.
At first, I was about to stop, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep rolling.
Yeah. Well, when he walked down on you.
Like so, I'm like keep rolling.
Right.
We get the camera back. I'm too tired to even go to the footage. I let them go to the footage.
Yeah, you went to sleep. I'm like, yo, you tripping. We stand up looking at this show.
You got the content, bro. I still ain't look at it till the next day.
We was like, yo, no, that I forgot about it. You definitely was on that. We was like, yo, you got all that, bro?
Yeah.
Like I ain't.
So
in the moment, I didn't know I was on
that.
camera. Cause I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at Duke. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm making sure he ain't about to do nothing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I ain't know he was recording. Then the camera got taken. So it wasn't until we got it back. Then we look and then we seen they was recording on the joint. They like, yeah, we started the first official O Block vlog.
That's crazy.
Like, though that joint and then like we was talking about with the social media. Like one of the first things, like when we was in the car and it was like really dawning on us. Like I said, look, yo, it's gonna be a lot of people. They gonna cook us.
Right.
They gonna cook us about this. You feel me? But we gotta be secure within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We can't ain't none of y'all comments, nothing. We be in the group chat laughing at the joint. Like, yo, you see what they said right there?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, cause at the end of the day, I know 9 times out of 10, y'all not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna do what we did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, y'all not gonna do it. We know our position in the joint. You feel me?
Right.
We know we wasn't scared. It was just the reality of the situation. So can't nobody pull that card. So it's like when you secure within yourself, it really help you deal with the trolls. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, cause now it's like
anybody else
I know
that
you just talking on something you don't even really got no knowledge on. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody else that was truly insecure, you know, they feel like, oh, you know, they making me sound like a punk. You know?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you on that joint dissing Duke. All because trolls under your joint too much.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You playing yourself now.
Chicken right out, chick you right out the spot. What you about to say, bro?
You know, a lot of people, a lot of the time, like, they don't even come from the club to, like, even stand on with, like, the authenticity that the reality of the situation.
No,
Right.
fact.
A lot of people like, you mean, they get an opportunity and all that. They let other people influence them and change their mindset on what really happened in the situation. You know what I mean?
That's really how it goes.
When
That's what
you-
we
when
talking
you
about.
know
When
the
you get,
facts.
you get hijacked, man. You get controlled by everybody else. Not understanding just be you. And I feel like, man, you stood tall. You know what I'm saying? It was very, you know what I mean?
We all stood
honorable,
tall.
bro.
We all
y'all
stood tall.
Like, ain't nobody,
I'm like,
wasn't
yo,
nobody bitching and running.
Any of these other young boys, they probably would
I
have
know
ran.
niggas that ran on me, bro. Like, literally in real situations with niggas, we had to get out the car and face some real situations. And here I go standing and I watch a nigga run.
With a ring,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
then you would have had one of the youngest.
You know what I mean?
You would have
Like,
had one of the
imagine
youngest
nigga-
that's overly tough in a situation. You feel me? Poking their chests out.
Yeah.
You putting us all in
Now you making
jeopardy.
shit worse.
Yeah,
Like,
especially-
you tell your man be quiet, like, yo, bro.
Yeah, I hate people with the pride. They don't know how to like. They let their pride get the best of them, and they'll put themselves in a worse situation
Yeah.
than if they just took.
If they would took right, and it ain't even. It's not even. That's what we gotta get away from, bro. That understanding, being respectful, and understanding your situation is not a loss. You know
Not
what
a
I'm
loss.
saying? It's not taking it on the chin. Why do you have to bite, acting honorable? Why do you? What did Manny do that I gotta bite?
Right.
I said, yeah, we out here doing content. He asked us to turn the camera off at his house, and we turned the camera off. Anything else beyond that, I'm being disrespectful.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's nothing honorable about being disrespectful. And that's the problem. So many niggas think that it's the cool thing to go against somebody's wishes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you got your feet up on my table, and I say, damn, bro, can you put your feet down?
Yeah.
It's an L because you put your feet down? You in my fucking house.
Cause they
Show
gonna,
me some respect.
Cause they gonna let
You know what I
somebody,
mean?
yo, dang, you really, he housed you like, really,
you
really,
let
you
that
say
nigga
that
tell you
school
put
like,
your
dang,
feet
he
down,
housed you
bro.
like, no, like,
It's a respect level.
it's just a respect
like,
thing.
People understand,
Yeah.
like, people gonna be trolling in the comments like, oh, I wouldn't have did that, but like,
You don't know
first of
what
all,
you would have
You
did.
don't know what you would have did in that situation, first of all.
We know what you would have did in
like-
that situation. You know what I mean?
Real rap.
That's what it is.
A lot of the time, like, you just gotta, certain situations, like, we went there knowing the risk.
Right.
We went there knowing the risk.
Yeah.
You were already telling us, I don't recommend it.
I don't
The
recommend it,
security
right.
guard, I don't recommend it.
You understand,
Like,
you working from the
man,
negative.
Yeah.
It's 2 in the morning.
Shorty
You
was like,
already
y'all
on
out
the
here at
bad
2 in the
side.
morning. Y'all
know
crazy.
what it is. We just like, man, like, we on a fair law tip. So it's like, we're not fearing nobody out there, John.
Yeah.
It's like, we just gonna do what we wanna do. We're gonna get this content. We're gonna slide.
We're gonna slide.
Yeah,
And y'all did it, man. You did it, and you did it honorably. Don't let nobody
Yeah,
tell
right.
you different. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Y'all went
fact,
out like
fact.
man, and now you built a bridge.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
Philly to
fact.
Chicago, it's a bridge now.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a big fact.
That's what it is, and I think that we need that everywhere.
Yeah.
Every hood should be welcoming every other hood.
I ain't gonna
And
hold
we just
that-
gotta start building that shit
They
here.
in our DMs crazy right now. Like, yo, come here, yo, come to Detroit, come down here.
I think you should. I really,
Yeah.
I could see it. I feel like that's what it was going to be. I
Yeah.
feel like I pictured you on like a hood tour at this point. All right, this nigga about to go down New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Go see Baton Rouge and shit like that.
we definitely
do it.
We definitely
Create
plan
that
on
bridge,
vlogging
bro.
though.
Thoroughly, just to get different perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody hood
Yeah.
because that's what we love doing. That's why we watch The Wire and shit like that to see
Yeah.
how everybody else hood operate. We like that shit.
In depth, what's going on?
We like to see that shit, and it's better to see the positive side of always hearing niggas killing each other. Hear
Yeah.
about other niggas going down and getting embraced.
Yeah.
And seeing how other niggas grow up. And then helping other people recognize that we all live the same way. You know what I'm saying? That the level up is necessary for all of us. Ain't no need to be hating on another man. Like, bro, we all
fact.
doing bad out this joint for real,
That's a
for real.
fact. That's a big
We ain't living like how these, like you bought a Michael
Yeah.
Rubin, 100 million in this
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, I need 100 mil right now. Hey,
You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
Michael
Like,
Rubin,
yo,
if you
bro,
see this joint,
crazy.
Michael Rubin, we can get it with the Fanatic 2 and 5. We can make it happen. Come holler at me, hit the DM. I already follow you. Yeah, I'm just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, let the people know where to follow you at, how to get the merch, how to keep up with what you got coming up next, everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Fetty Viz go first. Go Fetty.
Man, tune in with Fetty Visuals, FETTI Visuals with a Z at the end.
You know what I'm saying? Manny 215_. Trying to get my TikTok popping. If you be on TikTok, follow me on the top. You feel what I'm trying to get my
Right.
TikTok popping. But definitely Me 215 on everything for put the underscore. You know what I'm saying, except on YouTube. Make sure y'all tap in, subscribe. We definitely vlogging a little bit more. Like now it's like y'all forcing our hand, like real rap. Like I joined monetized now. Like we got 1,000 subscribers in like
gotta keep
less than 2 weeks to watch time. So now it's like, all right, we ain't about to play with it. You know what I'm saying? So
why not?
Shout out to, we talked about the trolls, but shout out to the supporters too. Definitely shout out to Philly, always holding it down for us in the comments for the most part. And shout out to Chicago, a lot of people from Chicago, you feel me, like tapping in, saying like, yo, like we mess with y'all gotta come back down here in the summer, stuff like that. Like different people from Old Block was reaching out, like the Riley about Poverty Love with his joint. Shout out to Move Different Apparel. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
Tab in, y'all want to see it? Come on, man, just keep following us, man. Shout out to bro. Make sure y'all subscribe too to this joint too, not just our joint. Subscribe, like it ain't. I ain't see another podcast that's carrying it like this, especially on the eats tip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all don't even know what dragon food look like or what it is. If it wasn't for this joint, you know what I'm saying?
Dragon fruit on your face, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I appreciate that. Much respect.
Oh,
man.
for sure, that man.
Listen, it was a good job, man. You know, honorable, smart fellas, man. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate that.
Listen, it's gonna be more to come, man. We
already know we talk about off camera.
Yeah. we working over here. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to do. Yeah. Like mine's gotta, we gotta connect. That's what you gotta do. Yeah. But y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth. We got Manny 215, man, Fetty. If I said it right, it's my first time meeting you. You know what I mean? But, cooking up 215 and we out of here.
I gotta give him the joints. 215. Oh!
Make sure y'all follow, like, and subscribe as well, man.
For sure that. Mandatory.
Both pages. Let's go.